Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Bo's Slow English. In today's episode, I would like to talk about the difference between living on the East Coast versus living on the West Coast in America. Before we get started, please hit the like button to show your support and hit the subscribe button to receive notifications for more content like this. Have you ever considered living in America or moving to America, or do you currently live here? And I'm curious, if you do live here, where do you live? Let me know in the comments. When I first moved to America, I was only one. I was a 1-year-old from Korea. My family moved to Baltimore, Maryland, and it is considered a smaller city on the East Coast near the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. There are many things that are different when you compare living on the East Coast versus living on the West Coast, specifically Los Angeles. One being the weather. The weather in Baltimore or on the East Coast, well, I shouldn't say all of East Coast, but near the Northeast region, you will experience all 4 seasons. So when it's winter, it feels like winter. It feels cold. It feels freezing at times. What other words can you think of that relates to the word cold, like freezing? When I was in school, in elementary school, middle school, high school, and if it was snowing, we would have what's called snow days, which means that we did not have to go to school. However, sometimes we would still go to school with our sled, and we would use the hills in the backside of the school to go sledding. I'm so grateful that I got to experience that because I have friends in Los Angeles who grew up in more desert-like weather, such as in Arizona or even Los Angeles, and they have never experienced a snow day. So I just feel like you don't get to experience a normal childhood unless you get to experience snow days. The other difference about the weather where I'm from in Baltimore versus Los Angeles is in the summer, it gets very humid. Are you familiar with that word? When it's humid, it feels like you walk outside and it's like a sauna. So you immediately feel moisture on your skin. Personally, I prefer humidity. And anytime I say that, people think I'm crazy because most people do not want to feel that moisture on their skin, but my skin is naturally very dry. So being on the West Coast in LA, it's uncomfortable to have dry skin. In the fall, also known as autumn, the weather is perfect. There is a light breeze, there's a little bit of sun, and the leaves start to change colors on the trees. I'm going to teach you a rather difficult word called deciduous. The trees that I grew up with were deciduous trees. I don't know the technical definition, but I do know that deciduous trees has the ability to shed their leaves when it gets cold, and also the leaf colors change with the season. And on the West Coast in LA, in summer, it is even more dry and even more warm. And I know people like that, That is not my preference at all. I know I'm jumping around to all the different seasons, but it's really hard filming a vlog and thinking about random things to talk about in a very slow manner. So excuse me while I jump around to different seasons out of order. Okay, so the last season is spring. The springtime in LA does feel nice, but it actually just feels like winter and summer and fall. It's very consistent weather. Versus the springtime on the East Coast is also as lovely as the fall, but seasonal allergies really become a thing in the spring. When I say become a thing, what I mean is a lot of people experience seasonal allergies, or it is prominent during the springtime. Does that make sense? So seasons and the temperature and weather, that's one thing that's different between the East Coast and the West Coast. I would say growing up in Baltimore, there is currently still a lot of diversity of different ethnicities. In LA, there's even more. We have pockets of areas in LA that is named after different ethnic groups, such as Koreatown, Little Armenia, Little Ethiopia, Little Saigon, Little Tokyo. So it is like a melting pot in LA. What I mean by melting pot is many people of different cultures, backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds specifically, they come to live in Los Angeles. Although in Baltimore it is diverse, it's not as diverse as LA, but you can experience even more diversity if you drive 1 hour south to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, or you could drive 4 hours north to New York City, or take the train to New York in just under 2.5 hours. New York is very different compared to LA, and if I were to choose another city to live in after I am through or after I am done with LA, it might be New York, just because I like the hustle and bustle of the city. Have you ever heard hustle and bustle? What that means is it is always busy, it is always loud, people are always going somewhere. There's always something to do, something to see and to eat and experience. It is called the city that never sleeps. So if you've never been to New York, I highly recommend that you check it out. There is a big difference in fashion in New York versus Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, personally, I don't think there is much fashion. I think it is not inspiring. People follow trends here, but I don't think that there are many trend setters. And I will probably get in trouble if any influencer in LA sees this video, because they might disagree. However, they probably will agree that the fashion in New York is much more risk-taking and more creative and more inspiring. When you're walking around the streets of New York, you will see some people dressed in whatever they want, and it's very cool to do that there. But if you were to wear the same outfit in LA, you would look really weird. Another thing I would like to compare from the East Coast versus the West Coast, or specifically Los Angeles versus Baltimore. I'm saying Baltimore because it's a smaller city, is the academics, the focus of academics, the college, university. I actually do not have a college degree. I have attempted to get a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year degree, even an associate's degree, which is a 2-year degree that you can get from a community college. I've tried to get a degree a few times, but with my move to Los Angeles, I focused on building my career with the trade job that I have. How do you explain trade job? A trade job is a job that you learn in the workplace. So I started out as a hairstylist. I received my cosmetology license, and I knew that after I graduated high school in Baltimore, I wanted to make money. I did not want to be in school more. So I think that with having this trade job, it opened up opportunities to meet different people, which would be my clients. I got lucky career-wise in LA because I met the right people at the right time. Does that make sense? Versus on the East Coast or in Baltimore, although you can get pretty far being a hairstylist or having a trade license or experience, you may get further if you have a college degree. So it's more about what degree you have versus who you know in Baltimore. That's just a generalization. That's my observation. I have had a few different careers in Los Angeles, all because of the people I knew, the right place at the right time. Okay, to summarize, the East Coast and the West Coast are very different. What did you learn in this video? Write down in the comments a few new vocabulary terms, and what did you learn about the American culture when comparing the East Coast to the West Coast? I would love to know. Feel free to provide some feedback if you have any ideas for the next vlog, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!